Okay, we are live.
Oops.
So, hey, there's Ed.
You got a pig in there, Pam? Hey, Ed.
that's the dog snorting.
Oh my
I have to
God.
find my glue. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry. I don't know where my glue is.
Okay.
Hey, Chew. Trash
So,
cat.
meanwhile, I'll say hello to everybody. Hi, Chew. Cat, hi. Trash Cat, hi. Divine, hello. Bob, hi. Ed, hi. Grasshopper, if you're here, hello. Craig's Catfish, hello. I think that's about everybody.
Hey, Divine.
Yep, there's Grasshopper. Okay.
Hey, Kurt.
So how is everybody doing? I was just getting ready to turn on the thing and go live, and the cats decided to open up the door and come in by themselves, so I had to go shut the door real quick so the dog didn't go out. And then double check and make sure they can't open it again. So yeah, that was fun.
Pam, you're sitting there with your door open, unlocked?
Well, it wasn't, but the cats knocked it open, so
Oh.
that's why I said I had to be right back. I had to go shut the door and lock it so that they couldn't do that again.
I see.
Because they're pains in the ass. Hi, Chicklets. Chicklets 23. Hi, Nico.
23. Sick 23 is awesome.
So, are you going to do some art tonight, Bob?
I don't know. I wondered if you were or not before you went live.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get that puppy done. I got 2 puppies I want to get done, so I can get them to the post office. Get everything to the post office that I want. I decided to wait until Monday so that I could hopefully get the puppies off at the same time instead of spending another $30 on a taxi to get them going. If that makes sense. Nico. Hi, Nico. And Ed, what are you going to do tonight?
Well, I'm going to go as long as I can. My back is really sore from pulling those guppies out.
Oh,
but
no.
I'm going to fix my dad's refrigerator.
Oh.
He broke this thing and just handed it to me and said, could I fix it? I don't know if I bet you he tried putting a milk container in it and it was too wide and it cracked.
Uh-oh.
But you
Nico.
see, he broke it there and it's cracked all the way along the bottom.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So how are you going to fix it? Hi, Jenny Lynn.
Hey, Jenny.
So I'm trying to decide if I should. Hi, Jenny. I'm trying to decide if I should use JB Weld or model glue.
Well, Nico's like studying the problem. Ask him.
He seems to know something about it.
Yeah, he seems to know about it.
He tries to get it. Oh my goodness.
Every time you look, he looked away, and then you finally caught him. That's funny. Worm, what kept you? What kept you?
So I'm going to get to work here. And there's the worm.
Yes,
Hi, worm.
the worm slept on top of my head like a bird on my head while I was trying to recover from. I have back pain too, and blood sugar's been cray-cray. So, but I think I'm all good for a while here.
Well, we'll just go until we don't go any longer. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow night. So if we do a short one tonight, I'm fine with it.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey, Oinky.
It has a
Winky, I'm
friend.
fixing my dad's refrigerator. So what I did first was I scuffed up the plastic so it'll have a little bit of tooth. And then I
Yeah.
think I'm going to use my insurance card paper, this plastic, and
Yeah.
glue it in with it. Like, because it's a hard plastic. It just, I don't want to give out my information, but see, my insurance card came on that square.
Uh-huh. Well, that should work.
Yeah. Rather use a real scissors.
I'm looking for.
So what'd you guys do this week?
I haven't done much this week. Just worked on some drawings I want to get booked and get in the mail. Trying to get everything caught up and so I can get the mailbox. And then I've got and my feet have been like swelled up horrible.
I haven't done anything much at all. What's today? Oh, wow, today's Saturday already. I was thinking
Yeah.
it was Tuesday. So I have done some things. I've been at the Ark 3 days this week and 4 days. One of them was today. Went to that thing last Saturday, but that's old news. Got 2 new snakes. That's all old news. The exotic pet thing. There's something going on in Knoxville and Chattanooga. I think both places this weekend. I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't know about Chattanooga. Knoxville has their swap.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put some of my T-shirts in John's booth. Select Pet.
Good.
That's
Oh my
And then
God.
maybe I can run his booth while he wants to look at stuff, because normally he just sits in his booth the whole time.
Right. Okay.
And I told him I'd buy him lunch too.
Okay. Well, that was my next question. So you're going. That's awesome. Great. There's supposed to be, is that Saturday or Sunday?
That's Sunday.
Well, Saturday, there's a thing that's not as good as the Repticon. It's called Show Me Snakes or whatever. It's the Show Me one. And I've only been to one, and it wasn't that big. I think it's where Cole got his turtle, though, a year and a half ago. But anyway, some of the people I've met in the reptile TikTok people, there's a couple that I really, really like well. They're called Deadwood Reptiles, and I really like them. They're going to be down from Kentucky Saturday. They're not going to display, and have their snakes and stuff. They got some awesome reptiles, but they're just going to go to that and see some people. So I might go just to say hi to them. But
I might be taking Mom and Dad to what's that? Where do they make all the carpet in Georgia, where all the rich people are?
Dalton.
Mom found out about some flea market she wants to go to.
Yeah, there's
Dalton.
a hell of a flea market there. Hey, Doc.
Oh.
I haven't been in a million years, but yeah, it used to be huge. There's also one up from Ethan, where you get off the interstate and go down a little bit. If you go that way to Ethan's store, instead of going his direction, go the other way and go past the Camp Blanding exit. And there's one right there. It's pretty cool sometimes.
Yeah, it's cool. I'll have to tell them about that, maybe.
It's all inside, too. So if you get rained out or something.
Oh, that's nice, too.
Crystal, nice to see you. Thank you.
It's always good to see her.
Dr. Anthony, I keep thinking when I'm scheduling people that you have said for a long time you would come up. I just haven't reached out to you to have you on, but I will. I got me a calendar so I can keep up with stuff now. Pam went somewhere. I think she opened her door again.
No, I'm here. I just realized that I forgot to set up my stream the rest of it. Like turn on the monetization so I can make my 6 cents,
Yep.
And didn't do any of that.
Well, Dr. Anthony's here, and Crystal said hello to you.
God, cats, knock it off. Can you hear that?
What?
Could you hear that?
I heard something.
Yeah, the cats are trying to get into the bag of cat food and they're clawing away at it. That's driving me nuts.
Well, open it up and give them some. Tibby's so bad about that now, one of my cats, that he was scratching the other day, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you some more food, but you've got food in your thing. I think they think it's a different flavor or something in his case, but it was my coffee bag he was scratching. I'm like, Tibby, you're not right, Tibby. I'm trying half decaf tonight because I've got so I can't hardly drink coffee at night, so I'm going to see if this is any better for me. Ed doesn't read chat. He can read it when he takes a notion. He's making a repairing a refrigerator bin door kind of thing that his dad broke, Dr. Anthony. He's doing repair work.
Yep.
Ed doesn't like you anymore.
Who's that?
Dr. Anthony.
Yeah. He's too smart for me.
Pam, did you see that Sam wants you to provide Patty's address to him?
What's that?
Sam wants you to send Patty's address to him.
Oh, okay, I can do that.
You're better off asking Bob to ask it. I don't know.
What?
They were just saying Ed doesn't read chat. I think Dr. Anthony asked you what you were making, and that's what all that's from.
Yeah, my dad, I think, put a milk jug in the drawer and broke it. And I don't know if Mom knows about it because he gave it to me as soon as she left the room. So we're gonna fix it before tomorrow morning when she finds out.
Uh-oh.
All right.
That's why I'm not using that JB Weld because it's black. And I think you'd really notice it on the white.
Hey there, Craig.
Hi, Craig. So, Bob and Pam.
What?
What did the duck say when he was buying chapstick?
I don't know, Ed.
Put it on my bill.
Yep.
I kind of like that one.
I like it too.
Ed, do you want to see your Rat Cross original art?
I have not worked on it lately, and I need to.
No, do you want to see it? You have some here. I bought you some.
Oh, sure. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, he was doing an auction with Pam one night, and I got some things, but I saw something, and when I saw it, I thought, that's Ed right there. And then Pam can probably remember more of the story behind it. Let me go in the other room. I think I know where it's at.
Well, that's awesome of you, Bob. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. This room looks like a tornado hit. May have spoken too soon.
I need to really get on his. I got to go to Hobby Lobby and buy some supplies for some cool stuff I'm going to be making. But I need to try to find a new paint that I'm going to like making his koi, because this is Rex koi. I've got the orange, but I don't have the pearl white. I can't find a pearl white that looks like pearl white. So I got to do that. Hey, Dr. Anthony, did you know that I won I won 5 out of the 9 art competitions in the Clash? I won all 3 sculptures and came in first and second in photography.
Did the other people win anything, Ed?
Sam Scales got first and second in paintings and drawings.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
I don't know who got. I think John from Get Gills, Johnny from Get Gills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I know who it is.
his girlfriend won 3rd place in the painting. And I don't know who got 3rd place in photography.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, I'm just going to sit down. I can't see any of my art that I have in this room. It's in a stack of actually the stuff I opened that day. And I know I moved it recently. I'll see it. I'll find it in a minute.
My winning piece was my gold nugget pleco that the first one I made, I donated to is the auction for the children in Peru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remade it because it was just so good. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but I just liked it so much. And then afterwards, I gave it to Oinky Master Supreme.
Nice.
Yep. And then the first place photography was a little different. It was a giant eyeball of an arapaima. So I gave the second place ones I called the tail, and it was real pretty. And it was just a tail of a cichlid. And I gave that one to Jennifer Weaver because she's just so sweet.
She is. I think she's the one that won some of my endlers in an auction last year or something. Yeah, it was her.
Did she buy them or
she won
win
them
them as in
she won them
show?
in an auction like that online auction that Kipper was doing, or the fishfam auction.
Well, Bob, she has good taste. In that auction, she was going for high-end cichlids, boy. I mean,
she paid a few $100 for these. It was 2 pairs or 2 trios or something. It was those can't remember the name of the endlers now from Dan.
Santa Maria.
Yep, that's the ones. And
I killed all my Santa Marias.
Well, she said hers had a whole bunch of babies. I may need to buy some back from her because mine have fizzled down to hardly anything. It's weird how they do that.
You want to hear what I did? Was I had a loach in there to eat all the stupid snails because I was overfeeding them because I want them to have as many babies and everything, Well, I didn't realize it, but the snails were all gone and that loach was eating their fry. And I couldn't catch the sucker because I had the tank longwise in the wall on the very top shelf, so I couldn't reach far enough to get him. So I made a fish trap to catch the loach. And I put bloodworms in the fish trap. All my endlers went into the fish trap and died. Every single one. There was like 30 of them dead the next day. I bet one died, and the ammonia spike in the trap just got them all. But all the bloodworms were gone. So that loach got in there, ate the bloodworms, and left. He was smart enough to get out of the trap.
Yeah. Dr. Black says nearly there.
All right, cool.
And
I'll have to
Divine,
watch
I'm
it.
so jealous. Yeah, Divine says that he's got fresh baked cookies and stuffed shells to eat tonight from the 98-year-old who lives next door to the station. That sounds good.
It does sound good.
Sounds amazing. So yeah, fish traps can be death traps.
380. Yeah, I've never thought about it, but I've never made one, never used it. Oh, I forgot I was looking for that art.
Okay, so
it's not in there.
I glued that plastic along the bottom of the crack, and then all through the hinge. I hope it's going to hold.
Surely it will.
Well, until he puts another milk jug in there.
No. A stack of art's not something I misplace. Nope. Nope. I showed you and Ed and Blackie how many mice I have now. I didn't realize there were that many till I put them in those two condos. And I went back to my original condo to clean it out tonight, and I found 3 or more litters. They put them in groups, and then they just surf on top of them and, feed them as a group. Whoever's hungry just eats.
Well, honestly, I think you're set for the apocalypse.
Yep, I think so.
I just fed the friggin' rainbow boa, and he's still out. He's happy. One of the big mice, one of the big boys, was chasing all the little teenage girls around when I was feeding them a while ago, and I said, "Oop, I've got a trip for you." Brought him and dropped him in here by the tail. He ate him.
My brother-in-law's best friend, he looks like Hulk Hogan. He lives in Kansas City, and he used to build houses and sell them and stuff. And when the housing market dropped off for a while there, he started doing mice because he fed his own snakes, and he realized he had so many extra mice. He started shipping mice all over the country.
Wow.
Like, he would ship literally hundreds of mice to stores and stuff. And he ended up buying a really nice place. I mean, it was unbelievable. He was making a lot of money with mice.
Who was that?
He ended up buying a whole nother house. Like, he was doing it in a barn, but then he bought a house to do it because it got too hot in the summer.
Right.
And it keeps them at a perfect temperature just to have babies all the time.
Wow. There you go, Bob. Life goals.
No, I've got enough to do without shipping mice. I'm just going to try
to become a mega rich guy.
No, I'm not.
I don't think you could ship live mice. I think you'd have to kill them and freeze them and then ship them frozen if you were going to do it that way. Because I looked it up and you can't ship live mice through the mail.
Oh.
You would either have to use the air, like ship them on a plane or ship them frozen.
Oh, I think he did ship them on a plane because he would take them to the airport sometimes with Henry.
Yeah, it's just the post office. You can't ship them through the post office.
Well, and he probably had to get a breeder's license or something to have that many livestock.
Yeah.
I mean, even though
You
they're
would think
mice, they're
so,
still
but
livestock.
yeah.
Crazy.
You would think so.
Oh my gosh. I didn't give a thumbs up.
Oh no.
There we go.
All of mine came from one mouse. Because when he gave her to me, he said, well, that gray one is pregnant. And so then I had a snake that wouldn't eat that evening. So I thought, well, I'll just keep her and let her have her babies and then feed her. Nope. Because then I had to let her nurse them. And then her babies had babies and her grandchildren had babies and her great-grandchildren had babies. This has all just been this summer. She died about a month ago. I guess just old age or from breeding to death. I don't know. Well, Ed, I don't know.
Anthony says he likes mouse stew.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
I wonder if you know how you can fry fish so hot, the bones are baked out of it or cooked out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do the same thing with mice?
Probably, I would guess so. Snakes can crush them and eat them, so they're probably not too brittle.
I bet cats eat their bones.
Right. Seagulls swallow them down whole.
Seagulls eat everything.
Yep.
Seagulls are crazy.
If it moves, they'll eat it.
They really need to make a movie with seagulls in them.
Oh, I bet I know where I put this stuff. I bet it's stored where it should be. Yep, there it is. Yep. Put it in a safe place.
So, did you guys ever see that movie, Silent Night?
Sounds familiar.
It came out last year, and Santa Claus comes and he says it's going to be his last year because so many kids don't believe in him anymore. And he ends up rescuing this little girl that her family's being robbed, and they're by a whole bunch of bad guys. And it's so awesome because Santa like beats them all up. But I was watching it with my mom and she couldn't believe. She was like, "Yeah, A Christmas Story. That'd be a good one to watch." Oh man.
All right.
It
And
was
Santa
pretty funny.
Claus was a cannibal.
It was, yeah, she thought it was horrific. And then I got her to watch the day before. I got her to watch Cocaine Bear, or the week before.
Pam, can you blow me up so I can show Ed his art?
Yes. Hang on.
It'll remind you of something. Probably it has to do with Tennessee.
Oh my gosh, look at that! It's on a pallet,
Yeah.
or like a.
Only the best, Ed.
Oh, I love that piece. That is awesome.
And you know that's on the Tennessee flag, except it's 3 stars. And he told us. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
He told us that each star stood for the different areas in Tennessee. There's the mountains in our area, and then the plateau over in Nashville, and then I guess the plain on the West Tennessee.
Exactly. Yep. I love that. That's awesome.
I thought you might like it. So, all right.
Thank you so much, Bob. I've only been a Tennessean for about 4 years, but man, I love this state.
Hello, everybody.
I'm happy. Hiya, Blackie. How you doing?
I'm okay. Hot, and I've got a headache, and I've still got sunglasses on my head.
Oh man, you look awesome with your sunglasses.
Joe, cool.
Can you go? Can you put that back on and say Knight Rider?
Not say what?
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Very good.
You know how you get
from one of the greatest movies ever made.
I don't know if you probably do get them over there, but out in front of your supermarkets and whatnot, you get people spruiking for charities and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And I had this young African lad try and charm me by saying nice shades to me the other day. And I thought, oh, cheeky, trying to get me in with flattery.
How much did you give him, Blackie?
I just kept walking.
Oh.
No, actually, I didn't just keep walking. I said, yeah, they might be nice, but they only cost me $25. And they still look cool, man. Or something like that, he said. No offense to any Africans listening that take offense to my attempt at a feeble accent. My feeble attempt at an accent, I should say. Crikey, they could take offense to what I said. G'day, Dan. G'day, Cat. G'day, Trash Cat. G'day, Huawei. G'day, Oink. Masters Supreme Forever. That's a new one to my eyeballs. Divine's gone. Amazon Research. What's that? That's Dr. Anthony, isn't it?
Yep.
Craigos, how's it going? Just had a Soso roll, Craig, with some sauce. You'd be proud of me. And anyone else I've missed, hello to you too. Don't forget to hit that like. Dan, did I say hi to Dan? Buenos tardes, Daniel.
I think you did. I think I heard her. Hello, Dan.
Yeah, I think he was at the bottom of the chat, so I just worked my way upwards until I couldn't see anyone new. Sure, Huawei. Anytime. Dude, you flew the wrong way. Oh, you're not even one of my finches. You're a silver eye. What are you doing there, mate? You can't fly through a window. Go that way. That's the way. Oh, there's two of them. A happy couple.
I wonder if they have babies yet. Oh, wow. Hell.
I know the finches certainly have, because the babies are extremely rowdy when they're needy for food. And I've put their seed tray out on the lawn now because I've been sick of having to sweep all the chaff off the floor every other day. It's amazing. There seems to be more seed shell than there is seeds.
Oh, I know. How does that work?
It's weird, isn't it?
I was thinking that the other day, the parakeets, I rotate their food bowls so they always have food. And they, it looks like there's more holes in there when I change it than when I first put it in.
Yeah. I suppose it's almost like twice as much because it's 2 bits of what do you call it? 2 bits of the outside of the seed, so it looks like twice as much. G'day, Vic.
Oh, hi, Vic. I was just worried about you the other day because I hadn't seen you on Discord for 2 days. So I'm glad to see you tonight. Because, I can't be sending jokes on Discord without you there to appreciate them. So I have a whole stockpile of jokes to post.
Oh, and I just told you a new one to tell him.
Yeah.
Stay down, Worm. I'm trying to get one of these snakes to come out.
Vic, whatever you do, don't go go back and rewatch the beginning of the show because you'll ruin the joke. but it's like one of the best jokes you'll ever hear.
Oh, that's a big rap.
Well, you got to try to pump your stuff up, you know?
Well, there's always the opposite end of that spectrum, that you should always keep your expectations low, then you'll be harder to disappoint.
Yeah. Goes hand in hand with, since I gave up all hope, everything's been really easy. Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think? I got it, a piece of plastic kind of melted in the front and the back, or on the inside. And then
What
I
is it?
put
Looks
the
like the
glue up and
drawer
down the
out of a
side.
fridge. Drawer out of a fridge, is it?
Yeah, I think my dad just broke it tonight, and he handed it to me as soon as Mom left to go to bed. So
He waited till your mom left before he showed it to you, huh?
yeah,
Would he get in trouble from her?
yeah. No, Brady just doesn't want to disappoint her. She's pretty nice.
Your mom is nice. I've never met her, but I've seen a couple of videos.
It's like Mary Poppins.
You guys are going the wrong direction.
What did the duck say when he wanted to buy some chapstick?
Just telling my story.
Oh, is that your joke that he's about to
Yeah.
tell?
Yep, that's your joke.
It was a good one, though.
I think technically the joke should be, what did the Drake say when he wanted to buy some chapstick?
Well,
Or
see,
what did the
I'm
duck
afraid
say
that
when
might
she
come up.
wanted to buy some chapstick?
See, I was afraid that there would be a language barrier between us, since we speak American and you speak Australian, I guess.
I guess so. The my local bottle shop or liquor store, whatever you want to call it, they've been doing for about the last 3 months. They have like little chalkboards around the store that they put like corny jokes on. You know, they rotate their jokes every few days and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's been, I wish I could remember some, because some actually do make me giggle, but most of them are groaners. No, they can Huawei, but my point was that a male duck is called a drake.
Right.
And you gendered the duck by saying he wanted to buy some chapstick.
Oh my God, I think somebody's walking behind you. Or it's a ghost.
In
Or it's
front
a
of me,
robbery.
actually. You're seeing a reflection behind me.
You know when a joke becomes a dad joke, Blackie?
No, tell me.
When it becomes apparent.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
That's another good one.
That might
sounds more like a
actually
mom
have
joke.
might have been one of the
Sounds
ones on one of their chalkboards.
Oh, really?
Because that does sound familiar. Give me a tick. I'll be back in a sec.
We say
well,
that.
I have a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, we say what he said backwards. He said, "Give me a tick, I'll be back in a second," and we say, "Give me a second, I'll be back in a tick."
I don't think I've ever said anything about a tick.
Yeah. I haven't ever used that, but I've heard it used, but the other way.
Well, that's
And-
because he's on the other side of the equator.
That's true. That's true. You know, the toilet flush is the opposite way, too. The water goes the other way.
I think he's looking around to see if somebody was actually in his house.
His sister was there the other day.
I wish he was walking around with a really big knife or a hammer.
Right. Or a body snake.
Yeah. Pull those logs up from the creek, mate.
Oh, I heard he's going to get a log to carry around.
No, it's
That's
kinda-
pretty cool.
Looks like one of the cut ones from the fire down there.
I wonder
Was
if
his sister
Sarah-
Australian?
I don't know. I didn't hear her talk. I just saw her walk around behind him.
Oh,
Well, I think
do you see that shirt that Dr. Black's got on right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, his girlfriend made that. But did you know that I saw two? I think I saw two of them at the Clash with my own eyes in real life.
Really?
We can.
That's nice. Very cool.
Mike was wearing them.
Yeah, you showed us a picture of Mike wearing that one that Bob also owns.
Yep.
Oh, I did?
Hi, Steve C.
Darn.
G'day, Steve. And what was the other one?
Went so fast, I don't remember anything.
Oh, no doubt. I'm sure you had a wild time. Did you know the other person?
I think Mike had two different ones, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I just
I think
remember.
he wore a different one the 2 days of the show that I saw him.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you shared the second one, I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, I think you showed us the one. See you later. On the right. Yeah, you showed us the one outside the convention center. I think it was
Yeah.
yellow. Can't remember the color, but yeah.
I think one of them was rainbow colored even. Has she ever done one that's a whole bunch of colors?
Well, I think that's the thing on Threadless is that you choose the color that you want it on. So that, but yeah, the design itself certainly has rainbow aspects to it. The two little creatures looking at one another. But yeah, you pick whatever color you want, I think.
Mike's a really nice guy.
Well, obviously, if he was wearing a scungy shirt, I'm still trying to get our shirts sorted for the expo. Crikey. Was that all the ones you got out of the tubs?
That was
Wow.
the fry. All the
Holy
adults
cow.
went down, and they're still in the tub.
Wow.
But there was like thousands of fry. It was unbelievable.
Wow.
Just
It's
cool.
worth the effort to do the summer tubbing, eh?
This year, it sure was. It never got super hot in Chattanooga, so I think that they just had babies nonstop this year. And normally it takes me only a day to go through 4 tubs, and I'm only through 1.5 tubs. And I've been doing. Well, I took a day off today because my back was so sore, but I did it on Friday and another day, 2 days before that, Thursday and Friday. Crazy.
Very nice.
But I'm saving the easiest ones for last. The Japanese blue tails, they don't have any fear in all. They just swim right into your net. So they're easy.
Trash Cat says, I wore my Sarah shirt when stopping by Cataclysm. First question, which shirt did you get? Second question, what's Cataclysm? Huh? Oh, right.
Cataclysm.
I can only answer one of those questions.
All right, catch up.
Oh, look at this. It says, sign up or join Sarah's page.
What's
Okay.
this for?
What's going on here?
Ah, right.
I'm pretty sure he had this shirt, and it may have been this one.
No, the other one he had's not listed there anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure he had this one also. This was one of them. with the 3 heads.
Yeah, that is the one that I'm currently wearing.
Mhm.
What's it called? I can't even remember what it's called.
Treble.
Treble, that's right.
And look, my hand kind of goes along with her stuff.
Does
Mhm.
very much
Yep.
so.
It does.
The one Wept, I think it's called, the one just to the left of treble on your screen. I've got that in a 3XL. Unfortunately, it's become so massive on me that it's awkward to wear it. So,
Oh, you've been losing a lot of weight?
no, well, it was big on me when I got it as a 3XL. I didn't expect a 3XL to be so big because, you know, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just as big as a normal 2XL. But yeah, I kind of misjudged that one. But even this one's a 2XL and it's pretty large on me. But yeah, I might I might have to sneak my 3XL Wept into the t-shirt stock for the expo and sell it to someone at the expo, because I've maybe only worn it half a dozen times, so it's probably doesn't smell too much like a worn shirt.
Sure.
But yeah,
Is it-
I'm going to be wearing at the expo, hopefully, if I get the fucking shirts printed, the top left and the third one. But Sarah wants me to wear treble at the expo, so I'll probably do that as well.
Oh, look, she has gift cards for 25, 50, and 100.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
She has magnets and buttons.
Pam, did you see Vic's question for you?
What? I did not.
What do you call a short mother?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, look at
G'day,
that.
Better and
Mom,
Guppy Gal.
minimum.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I missed that entirely.
Yeah, Trash Cat, the one I'm wearing it's a 2XL, and I still think it's pretty big on me, but in response to Ed's earlier question, I have lost a little bit of weight, so that may also be a contributing factor.
Hey, Patty.
Ah, that's right. I forgot Better and Guppy Gal was Patty.
Oh, look, the one that's purple right here is called the mask because it's wearing a mask of a skull.
And it was so
But it's
meta
also
that you on a mask.
That's awesome. Let's see. Men's t-shirts. Extra soft. Or what's a ringer? Let's see what a ringer is. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a 70s shirt, kind of.
bits
How
on
they
the
have
ends.
the colors.
I don't like those gathered sleeves like that. They get in the way of my immense biceps.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I'm
the
more
one
for
you've
this
got on your-
extra soft stuff.
Well, that's what Sarah says too. And apparently, through the guy that I'm getting the shirts done, he doesn't seem to have an extra soft option, but she's a bit fussy about what she wants to wear. So she might end up having to get her shirts to wear from Threadless. G'day, Eldritch.
Remember when stonewashed was a thing?
Oh, look, the mask isn't in this one.
Nope.
Let's see. It looks like the girl shirts are the same as the boy shirts. They're probably just different sizes. Oh, the girls come in different colors.
Those might be a little more shapely. I don't know. Are the sleeves shorter?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
maybe
a
they
thing.
are.
And more space in the bust, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look, the boys are longer.
And
Maybe
more
the boys have a
space.
little more gut space.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what happens if I go to order one of these. It has, I got to move my hand here. Well, I guess you guys don't see the hand. Holy cow, these are great prices.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they always
really
seem
are.
to have a sale on.
They really are. I was going to get one.
$14?
Yep.
That's
I was going to
amazing.
get one, and I thought it was going to be like $30 or $35, so I got two.
Let's see if the black is, I mean, the triple X is still the same price. Wow.
They're a good deal. And mine have held up. I wear mine all the time. They've held up great. I get comments on them all the time, too. People want to know where I can get them.
Just as long as you don't put them in the dryer, eh, Huawei?
Yeah. I never
Get
do
a
any of my
wash
shirts.
tank.
Tightens them up.
Look at how
And it
cool
just-
this is.
Makes the design fall off.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dryer's broke, so I just hang my clothes up in the laundry room and then put them up next day.
Did you guys take pictures of these models?
No, that's all just computer generated.
Well, it looks so realistic. But that's just an amazing deal. I hope that sale's going on tomorrow because I think I'm going to buy one. I can actually afford that. Let's see what ringers, how much ringers cost. I don't want a ringer, nothing personal.
Ed,
Okay,
your
make 'em-
Oh, how do I?
your Popeye arms probably would bust those out.
Yeah.
That's 14
Oh,
as well.
but they've got a gray ringer. Oh, look at that.
That's cool there.
Yeah, that bangs.
Oh, it doesn't come in sizes. Oh, it's temporarily out of stock.
Oh,
Damn it.
Gray is. Oh, and they don't have the 3X, so I'm out of luck when it comes to a ringer.
I don't know. Like I said, this is a 2XL. It's pretty loose on me. I think they're oversized a bit.
I like oversized.
I wish Bob's shirts would go to 3X. I've never bought a Bob's shirt because they stop at 2X. Now this one looks almost a little purple or burgundy.
That's my one that's missing. I can't find it, and I'm upset about it because I really like that picture.
Oh, okay. So they have black. This is. Oh, that's neat. I think that was New
Eldritch,
Railroad.
hello.
That one's actually kind of
Oh.
creepy.
Yeah, that stands out a bit on the red, doesn't it?
That was wine.
Pardon me.
Navy. Pretty awesome. And Sarah made this website all by herself?
Well, it's a existing website. You just basically make an account and then list your artwork and decide what you want it on. To be honest, I didn't even know she had the magnets and buttons and masks on there.
I have to decide what I like the best. I
At
like
14
this
bucks, sure,
guy.
you could like a few.
This one. I like this one. I like them all. But what one
Maybe
did you think?
Maybe I should send you my 3XL wept.
It'd probably cost more for you to ship it to me than me to buy it on here.
Yeah, it would. And yeah, she doesn't make much money out of it, especially when they're on sale. I think she might get like 20 cents or something a shirt when they're on sale. I think she said she's got like $50 sitting in.
This one just keeps changing
Waiting to be
colors every
cashed
time
out.
I go to it. All gray. Smoke.
Don't mind if I do.
Olive. I don't like this.
I don't know the exact numbers, Kat, but I know it's not a lot. Because I think it's like Teespring where you get to choose your own markup and whatnot. And I think
I
she
like
just
chocolate.
set it to a minimum.
Yeah, like Teespring, you can still buy my Chattanooga Ed t-shirts on there. I think I've sold like 5 ever. And when you do, James makes like 22 cents, 21 cents. Because I put it at the lowest minimum price he could sell them for. But I mean, I don't even have the account. So if you want them, you have to go to Fishroom Fever.
Yeah,
I think I really like this one in chocolate.
Yeah.
everything tastes better in chocolate.
Now let's see what the differences with these are.
I've really got to rip through all of my clothes and try and find where that is.
So I don't understand this vintage one. What's the specialty about it?
Oh, I couldn't honestly tell you.
Let's see. I don't see a name tag in it. Maybe the others have name tags.
Unless it's
Nope.
like maybe it's a like a stressed fabric or something like that.
Oh, so your nipples really pop out.
Maybe just to make it look like it's old fabric or something like that. I'm not sure. And there's still I think there's 2 or 3 of Sarah's designs on my Teespring as well. Some of her older stuff.
How do I get out of this? There we go. Whoops. Let me stop sharing. There we go. We were looking at ourselves. That was creepy.
Jump scare.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's one she's working on right now.
Nice.
Lots of
Very
colour.
nice.
Kind of resembles a vagina, if you like.
Kind of.
I wouldn't want to punch that guy in the nose.
Nope. Let him go away. While you were
That was
showing
pretty
those
fun.
ads, I opened up a couple
Well-
of my snake lids, and this is one of my new snakes that came out and came over about a foot from me and curled up, so I picked him up. That's pretty cool, you know it.
It is.
Probably
Do you have a
wants
name
names.
for him?
No, I need to name my snakes.
You can name them all the boys Sammy
Yeah,
and all the girls Samantha.
like George Foreman named all of his boys George Foreman. All of his kids, I could name them all Sam 1 and Sam 2.
No, I had a
Even though it might be bad, because people say, don't go to Bob's house. It's filled with a bunch of SS.
had a dude that I used to work with in Brisbane, and he was from Singapore or the Philippines, one of the two. And his dad was called Paolo or Paulo, and I think they had 7 kids, and they were all varieties of the name Paul.
I like the name Paula or Paulo.
I know, but 7 varieties. Jeez.
Mm.
No. You got to come up with a good name for him, Bob.
He's a real pretty snake. I don't want to scare him and move too much, but he's got that. He's got the big white splotches on him. I think I hear cool names sometimes and I forget them because I don't write them down. Oh.
Just leave yourself a voice message in your phone.
That's a good idea. It's a real good idea. Pam, I didn't try to email Chewy like I was supposed to last night, but I thought of it today, but I was at the Ark and I couldn't do it. So I still haven't tried to email him. We were concerned about Chewy. Nobody's seen him, I guess, or heard from him.
Yeah, it's been a minute, that's for sure.
Sure has.
See how pretty he is, Ed?
Oh, wow.
That's gorgeous.
He looks like an upside down cappuccino.
Right.
With the cream
And then
on
I
top,
tried to
you
look
know,
on
and all that.
Chewy's on his channel to see if he'd posted anything recently. And when I tried to pull it up, it said it was no longer there. So I'm a little bit worried about what has happened with him.
Well, maybe he got tired of us. Rock and Fish, Dave would know.
Really?
They talk a lot, or they used to.
Yeah. I see Dave and Dan's stream, but haven't heard from him in a while. Oh, he likes that. He tightened right up. Feels good, actually. I'm going to go over here and email Chewy. I'll still be listening.
Okay.
I hope. I'm pushing buttons, so who knows? Who knows?
Let's see if he talks while he types.
Travis,
Dear
hello.
Chewy, my friend for a long time, how have you been? Is it warm up in Canada?
Calgary at that.
G'day, Trav.
No results found for Chewy. What is his name? Damn it.
Yeah, he changed to a different name, didn't he, in the YouTubes?
Hi, Travis.
Yeah, but his email might have his given name. I don't know.
Oh, there was something weird with his email. Every time I would read it and shut it, it would disappear. So it was like I could only read it one time.
Maybe that's what's happened to these, but I have gone back to his emails before.
I've got him under Chewy Ltd at
Yep.
gmail.com.
That's what I have as well.
I'm not good with email. And Chewy doesn't like Facebook, so that's why.
But then, like I say, when I tried to pull up his channel, it says this video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been terminated.
You're getting too feisty. Come here.
Terminated sounds like a very serious word, doesn't it?
Yes.
He accidentally had a copy strike or something. I know that he was fighting them over one thing, that it was his own music that they were trying to strike him on once.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, how I would communicate with him was he would go through Dave, and then Dave would send stuff to me through Facebook, and then I would talk to Dave, and then he would talk to him.
Oh, I've lost my snake. I'm giving up on the email for now. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Did you get a response, Mickham?
There you are.
Greg, I don't think I'm going to make anything tonight just because my back is really sore, and I don't want to bend over to kind of work on anything. It's kind of like, it's just like when I I don't feel good, I don't want to do art or create anything.
Right.
Which probably makes me a very boring person. Sorry, Pam. Look, I have a cat.
I see the kitty.
Oh. Mail enrollment starts the 15th. How about that? That's exciting.
I woke up this morning and felt like I'd sprained my ankle. So I don't know what the heck I'd done in my sleep.
Did it go away?
No, it still hurts, but I'm not limping anymore. Now, Mickham says that Chewy did respond to his email. He was busy with
That's
music.
good.
So yeah, that's good
Was
if he's back into his music full tilt.
Was that recent?
A month
guess.
ago, Mickham said.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, good to hear.
I still can't find him under the email address. That's the one I had too. I remember it. I've even looked in my and my sent folders on both of my email addresses. Nothing there. That's weird.
You're muted, Ed.
I don't know how that happened. I did that for Eldrick. He's got a raccoon. Did I say that right, Eldrick? I hope I pronounced his name right.
Eldritch.
Eldritch.
Doesn't it? It means something like weird and arcane or something.
That's why I did this.
I was wondering
For
why you were
Cthulhu.
pointing to the heavens.
Yeah. Cthulhu. But he has a raccoon, and that's pretty awesome. They're super fluffy. Do you guys have any raccoons?
Nah. We have possums,
Man.
and not like your possums.
Yeah, your possums are a whole lot cuter than ours. Ours look like giant rats.
Yeah.
They're not very cute when they wake you up at 4 o'clock in the morning, banging around in the roof.
Raccoons are pretty neat, though. We should send a bunch to Australia so you can have some.
Yeah, we got enough imported species, thanks.
Yeah, but it's cute. And it eats, all it eats is cat food. And whatever else you have in the garbage. They're kind of like really important because of how they eat garbage. If it wasn't for raccoons, the world probably would have already ended. Raccoons and ants.
As in carrion and stuff like that.
Yep.
Carrion feeders in the wild.
Speaking of that, or kind of that topic, Dr. Black, what's your opinion? I have a rat that's about 2/3 grown rat, and I got it for the blood python last week, but she didn't eat it. So I came in later, and it was biting her on the tail. So, of course, I took it out, and she was hauling ass around in that 40 breeder. So I got it out and put it over in another tank, and I've been feeding it, of course, and all that. But it had a really bad wheeze and a sneeze a couple of days ago. So I thought, well, the odds that what it has would transfer to the reptiles is slim to none, probably not zoonotic. But I kept it back here away from the mice. and it's better, but I hear an occasional, like every half hour, it'll sneeze. She acts like she's real hungry. Would you feed it to her?
The rat.
Yeah.
My first step, close your ears if you're sensitive people, would probably be grab it by the tail and whack it on a very hard surface, and then bag it up and put it in your freezer. Because if it's carrying some kind of transmissible disease or something, then at least if it's frozen for a month or so, you've got a better chance of eliminating whatever bacteria
Right.
might be infesting it.
The problem is she won't eat frozen thawed, though.
Yeah, right. And you've got no others big enough to take it down. No other snakes.
No, it's a big rat.
You know, can I inject?
No.
This might be kind of funny.
Yeah.
If you get a giant box of Cheetos and put the rat in the big box of Cheetos and put it under that tree where all the homeless people are.
That's cruel but fun.
That would be rough. Yeah. Or bushy tail. Trash cat. I see.
Yeah, I mean, structurally, I think there's quite a few more differences.
Yeah, they look different, that's for sure.
And there's, at least 50 or 60 types of possum in Australia.
I think we only have 2. I read about that once, but I think we only have 2.
I think we might have even done that on stream one time and found out that there was 2 American possums.
I think so.
But yeah, my ones in my roof, if you're interested, are called mountain brushtail possums. And they are, I believe, the largest species of possum in Australia. And you certainly know it when they're running around in the roof, especially when directly above me I only have pine boards, no insulation, so they're, running across half-inch thick pieces of wood.
A patty melon. Now that's something I've never heard of.
They look more like a squirrel than a possum.
What did you say, Pam?
Said they look more like a overweight squirrel.
The mountain brushtails.
Yeah, they do. They look more like a fat squirrel.
And my one's the very, very one on the left, pretty much all black.
Ah, okay.
A weird introvert.
But yeah, going back maybe, I mean, they've always lived in the roof, but going back about 20 years maybe, my dad used to take like bread rolls and stuff out and feed them to them. So I think they became accustomed to knowing that there's a very comfortable place to live, because occasionally you get fed, and now they don't get fed any bread or anything like that, but they raid the orange tree and the mandarin tree.
Is there any advantage or upside to keeping them up there?
Now, see, there's ours, and they look like giant rats. I mean, that's what they look like, as a big rat. And they can be mean.
Yeah, to answer your question, Bob, no. They don't, they're not rodent eaters, or, they might eat the occasional bugs in the wild, but, not any bugs that would get up into the roof and cause us any issues.
No brown snakes.
Skunks will eat wasp nests and wasp larvas.
Yeah, skunks
are really good at that.
A lot of nasty stuff. Opossums will eat a lot of ticks and stuff, so they're actually a good thing to have around. But I remember years ago, my brother was married to this Filipino gal, and her family lived with him. And he got home from work, and they were like all excited and telling him that there was a giant rat in the garden, and it ran underneath the house. in the crawl space. So he took a dull machete and crawled underneath the house and found himself cornering an opossum, which attacked him. And he beat it off with a dull machete until he killed it. So they can be mean, yes. Oh,
Anything can be mean if you're back
can be
into
really
a
mean.
corner.
Raccoons can kill a dog. Raccoons can, yeah, they can be really nasty.
Yeah, they can kill cats, and they do here all the time. People put food out for their
Yeah,
cats.
they'll kill a dog too, especially if they can get a dog like in water. They'll drown the dog. Raccoons can be kind of mean little buggers.
There was one Christmas, the whole family went over to my sister's house, and my brother-in-law wanted to show us his new chickens. So we went over there, and it's like late at night, and we walked by all the rabbits, and I noticed a possum tail hanging out of the rabbit coop. So I said, "Oh, when'd you get a possum?" And I'm looking at it, but the lights are off, and it's like 2 inches from my face. And he says, "What?" And he turned the flashlight over to me. The door wasn't on that cage.
Oh
The
no.
possum was just in there, and I was just a few inches, and then I jumped in it. As soon as I jumped back, it dove out the door and took off to the woods. But oh my gosh, that was terrifying. That was so close to that possum. But it was in there because my brother-in-law keeps bread to feed the chickens in the extra coops that the rabbits aren't in, or the extra cages, and he forgot to put the door on that one, and the possum was in there eating the bread. Ugh. But yeah, I mean, I was so close to having my nose bit off.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
had
even
to
care
look up.
about the stupid chicken.
I had to look up what a Jagger Terrier is, and now I want one. How big do they get, Eldritch? I suppose I just Googled it. It's going to tell me somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah. Raccoons and skunks. I don't know if raccoons are, but skunks are part of the badger family. I don't know what raccoons are. But you're right. They are tough little critters.
Badgers are the ones that are hellions.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh,
like,
badgers are nasty little buggers.
that whole
You
family
don't want
is
to mess
pretty
with a
rough.
badger at all. They're nothing but like a ball of muscle with teeth and claws.
I saw a video where they weren't completely grown, but maybe 3/4 grown, like jaguar cubs. They were big. They could mess you up, but that badger fought them off and ran off, strutted off. It didn't run from them, and they were like, "What the hell?"
I saw that too. That was a honey badger.
Yep.
But our badgers here in the United States are mean little buggers too.
I don't think we have them here. I think they're out west. I'm not sure though.
Oh, we've got them where I am.
Yeah.
Oregon has them because I've seen them there, and I've seen them in Washington, and I've seen them in Yellowstone Park, and I've seen them here in town in Laramie. So yeah.
When I was in Missouri, I saw a fisher one night. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen them before too. They're pretty awesome.
They look like giant mongooses, but they only come out at night, and they're big. They're bigger than a mongoose. It's so weird that they're a North American predator that we never see.
Yep, they can be mean. Martin. Yep,
Yep.
they can be mean.
They
too.
said if a marten was the size of, what was it, a fox, there'd be nothing left on this planet because the martens would eat everything. I think it was a fox size.
I've heard that about otters too. If there was like a bigger otter, it would pretty much kill everything.
Yeah, that can be fun. Craigos asking if any of our animals target humans. Dingoes are getting pretty cunning these days. But yeah, I don't think they're necessarily attacking humans. I think they know that humans have got food and stuff. There's been a couple of stories about them up on Stradbroke Island, I think it is, where there's quite a large population of dingoes getting too close to people. But yeah, we don't have animals that prey on humans, only defend from humans. They'll attack us to defend themselves, but yeah, not in the desire to eat us, kill us and eat us.
We've got several things that'll do that. Cougars will do that, and
Black bears on
Bears.
cocaine.
bears will do that.
It's on cocaine.
A grizzly bear will kill a pet. They have and do kill people for food if they get a chance to.
Yeah.
Well, this is like Craig was saying earlier. It always surprises me that you hear so many people from around the world complaining about Australia because all of our animals will kill you, and most of the people that say that are coming from places with bears and cougars and lions and wolves and all this kind of nonsense. It's like a little bit of sensibleness, and you can avoid being killed by our dangerous ones. And yeah, I think sharks are probably our most threatening animal, but they're everywhere.
Yeah, sharks are everywhere. Yeah, I almost forgot about wolves. Wolves can and have killed people too.
Yeah.
I just read a deal that not too long ago about a gal that was up in Alaska and she went out for like a morning run, and they found her body because she was killed by wolves. And they
Trash
drug her
Cat
off the
says-
brush.
Trash Cat says chug dogs are dangerous. Is that true?
Where was Travis? Sorry, Trav, I ignored your question before. Is Oktoberfest or Marzen style beer popular in Australia? I'm not sure what Marzen style beer is, but certainly lots of German beers are very popular down here. We have a rather large German population in Australia. And yeah, sorry for the late response.
Saw a bear 3 days ago.
My sister's building a house on Flat Top Mountain, and she has a huge blackberry, like wild blackberry area, and they say that the bears come in there all the time. And they see 5 different bears come through every year eating the blackberries. Normally, I think they're pretty territorial, so it's kind of weird that they'd all show up to eat the berries.
Don't they do that at the springtime when they're running around looking for mates and their diet changes and they go looking for more berries and things than mates?
Maybe. I don't know what time the blackberries pop here in Tennessee.
They call it
Blackberries. I know in Oregon there's a lot of blackberries, and they get ripe in like September.
What's that? That's your autumn, isn't it? Your fall.
Yep.
They ripen early here because I remember when we would be out of school for the summer at my grandmother's, we would go pick them to get cobblers made.
Yeah, in Oregon it's like September, because I always used to go pick them, make blackberry pie and blackberry cobbler and blackberry jam, and yep.
One time I was driving from the town that Bob lives in to my town, and I had my mom with me, and it was at night, and an elk ran across the road. And that was the weirdest thing ever, because I was like, was that a mule deer? And my mom said, no, I think it was a horse. And it's like, horse? No, they don't have racks. And what happened was there's this guy up in Knoxville who's started a herd of elk by the river. And they just assume that some of them get away, because it was between me and Bob, the river goes through, and it was real close to the river. So must have just traveled.
So you guys don't normally have elk there?
No.
I imagine
never
you'd want
seen
a
it.
pretty.
Elk are big though. Elk are really tall, and you don't realize it until you get right up next to one. like in my truck, I'd get right up next to an elk, and it's like, oh my God, that is a big animal. They're
Yeah.
really a big animal.
If
Yeah, I
that's
only
a
see them when
deer,
I go north.
Sorry.
Hey, Rick?
I'll be quiet.
Rick has elderberries and huckleberries. Bear favorites.
Yeah, we have
Rick.
huckleberries around here, but I've never gone out to pick them. When there's areas that have a lot of huckleberries, and people like don't tell you. It's like a well-guarded secret. If you find a good patch of huckleberries, you don't tell anybody.
Yeah, the deer are pretty much everywhere now, Cragos. They're up around here as well. I've got a mate who has been going out regularly. He's a bit of an amateur bow hunter. He's been, whenever there's a decent sighting, he'll go out for a day or two and try and hunt one down. No luck yet. But yeah, and only a few years ago, I was hearing about sightings out near Casino or between Casino and Lismore. And now, yeah, sightings even north of here. As far north as Crabs Creek, I've heard sightings of. And Lamington National Park, I think there's been sightings as well.
There are crabs in Crab Creek.
It's Crabbes, named after a family, I believe.
Oh,
that
crabs.
settled there a long time ago.
Hmm.
There probably
When I was-
might be, but I don't think we've got species of freshwater crab around here.
When I was little, like 2 or 3 years old, my dad hurt his back and didn't work for about a year. And we lived way up in the hills outside of Rainier, Oregon.
Come on.
And we lived off of venison. I mean, that was just what we had all the time was venison. And it was so funny because when I got older, like, and moved away from home and stuff, and my ex-husband, he shot a deer and we took it over and my mom helped me cut and wrap it. My mom was one of these women that always had her hair done once a week and big loopy curls and wore Jansen pantsuits and was always, you know, just like, yeah, she could cut and wrap a deer in an hour and have it pretty good in an hour. Because my dad never had a license. We just had deer all year round. And lots of stories from that. I remember one time he told me that he shot this girl during the day. She was alongside the road and he shot her and covered her up with brush. And just before dark, he went back to get her and it was on an old logging road. And he said it was one of the logging roads that had like big ruts in it. So you had to kind of balance on the high spots to drive on it. And he had this old Buick. And he said he was trying to get the deer in the trunk, but from after it had sat all day, his legs wouldn't bend because rigor mortis was starting to set in. So his legs didn't want to bend. So he was trying to get the legs broken and get the trunk shut. And he saw a car coming. So he jumped in his car and took off down this logging road, and the car stepped on the gas that was behind him, stepped on the gas, and he thought it was a game warden. So he was like driving on this logging road like a whiskey runner or something, you know, trying to get away from the game warden with his deer hanging out the back of his trunk. And he says he finally made it onto a main road and he looked and it was a bunch of teenagers drinking. They thought they were funny chasing him with the deer hanging out the back of his trunk.
I thought I got a ticket tonight. I went to Arby's to get my dad. He wanted one of those sandwiches that he keeps watching on the commercials. So I went to go get it for him. And I made a U-turn. And the cop, or it was a cop that I U-turned around. I was like, oh, crap. And then he turned on his lights and I thought, oh, crap, he's got me. But he got the guy in front of me or something.
Oh, cool.
I
I know.
You do the same thing or a different thing?
No, I don't know what that. He was following him the whole time, and I was waiting for the two cars to go, and I made the U-turn, and I went, oh, crap, that was a cop, because I could only see the car in front of him. I had my mom with me, and I said, we're going to ticket, Mom.
Oh, no.
But we didn't, so that was good. I like it when I don't get tickets.
Sandwich.
Oh, yeah. And it was lousy. Their Arby's thing is we got the meats, there wasn't hardly any meat in that sandwich for $7. What a
Really?
ripoff.
Yep, I know. I hate that when that happens. Like when you look so forward to getting something and then you get it, it's like, what the hell is this? There's nothing in there, you know.
Right. I'd hate that.
Yeah, they kept saying this prime rib, and Dad kept getting hungry for prime rib, I think. And what a rip.
And speaking of gaffs in cars, one of my favorite YouTube pleasures lately has been Dashcam Owners Australia. It's like they have regular weekly videos of people submitting their, dash cam footage of people stuffing up.
Oh, that sounds like that could be fun to watch.
Generally, the most fun part about it is the people reacting, because most people, if they have an almost accident or watch someone stuff up in front of them or make stupid mistakes, the funnest bit is listening to the driver of the dash cam make their funny swearing comments in Australian. You hear lots of quality Australianisms on that channel.
There's a Russian one similar to that, and yet they get out with pipes and all kinds of stuff to beat each other up. They don't play.
Yeah, you get the occasional road rager who wants to get out and start some beef, but yeah, for the most part, it's just comedy. Apart from the crash ones, there's some really bad crashes. But for the most part, it shows you how stupid people can be behind the wheel of the car.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I have seen some really stupid stuff before. I've seen some stuff where I wish I had a dash cam. Like I was watching something the other day that reminded me of one time when I was in LA, and I had taken my boyfriend to work and was heading home, and I got to a stop sign, and I was going to turn right, but in front of me was a dump truck, and then me, and then there was some people, a long line of people behind me. And the guy, we were waiting for the light to change, and like I said, I had a dump truck in front of me, but the guy behind me started laying on his horn and yelling at me to move out of his way or go or whatever, but I got a fucking dump truck in front of me, right? So when the light changed and we all started moving, this guy whipped around me. As soon as he got on the other road, he whipped around me and flipped me off and took off like a bat out of hell. And there was this little rise and then a hill going down. And I got over the rise and started down the hill. And there was that car. He had hit somebody that was pulling out, and the hood was up and smoke was boiling out of it.
Did you honk and wave at him? I would have.
Karma.
Yep.
That's what you get for being in such a goddamn hurry.
Oh, that's one of the videos they release regularly on Dashcam Owners Australia is the Instant Karma series. They're always good.
Yep. Another time I remember we were in LA when I was a kid, and we had this big old Cadillac, and the freeway was like moving along at 5 miles an hour, 4 lanes across, going 5 miles an hour, big traffic jam. And this little Volkswagen with a bunch of girls in it, like teenage girls, went by us on the shoulder. They were driving on the shoulder of the road. And as they went by our Cadillac, they like honked and waved and look what we can do that you can't do, in their little Volkswagen. And we got around a corner and they were pulled over by the police for driving on the shoulder of the road. So we honked and waved as we went by them.
Eldred, that's what I should have done, was just buy 5 pounds of roast beef.
Oh, the deli sliced roast beef is good stuff too.
I actually bought sliced roast beef yesterday, and turkey. No, not turkey, ham. So he has ham and roast beef in his refrigerator. Not mine. I bought it for him. So, but my dad really likes sandwiches. It was just the commercial he was watching.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
like
they always
sandwiches
look good.
too.
And then when you get them, it's like, this isn't exactly what it looked like in the commercial.
Once a week, I get him chicken wings at Walmart because that's our favorite.
Like, do they already cook them at Walmart?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Our Walmart makes them so good in my town, but they sell out all the time. So that's the one bummer. Every time the guy sees me, even if I'm not there for wings, he says, "We don't got any," because he's just looking. He knows me. He normally always throws us an extra 4. Also, which is pretty nice of him.
What a mess we made. Come up here. Go up here. Come on.
Next time I'm in Cleveland, I'll go to Bob's and rate his chicken wings at his Walmart.
There you go. You know, our Food City here is doubled. Somebody bought them, and I was in there today. It was huge. I couldn't get out of there for looking at all the new deli stuff, and it's like doubled the size of it. It's really cool. That's like an hour for you to drive, though, but it's really nice to shop there.
Yeah. Well, the last time I went to your Publix before the clash.
Yeah.
I think I saw you that day. Oh, I gave you the shirt, and then I picked up a key lime pie to bring to the clash.
And we ate a
And
sandwich
Publix makes the best key lime pies.
somewhere. We ate a sandwich that day.
Oh yeah. That was a good sandwich.
Welcome back, Divine.
Yeah,
Did
you missed
miss
us.
anything?
Yeah,
Not
you
much.
missed us dancing around about 57 different topics.
Yeah.
The usual shenanigans.
My red spotted cichlid just swam by, and he looks almost completely healed up.
What was wrong with it?
The red devil went crazy on his butt.
Oh, yeah, right. I'll do that.
And I pulled the red devil out, and all the scales look good now. His eye looks like it has a little bit of a whiteness to it, like where he got bit in the eye. Wonder if he's blind in that eye now.
Oh,
I've had big cichlids with white eyes that come good after a time.
Oh, good.
As long as you keep their water clean, so minimise your risk of infections and whatnot.
He was
I'm
pretty
putting
beat up.
Whoops.
Put in some work on my 6-foot tank yesterday. Planting and moving the scape around a bit, putting some extra gravel in. I got this little bag with about maybe half a pound to a pound of pink gravel. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. But not really. I put some bristle nose in there. I managed to. No one ever really sees in this tank because it's so dark and glary, but it's almost impossible to catch fish in it because it's full of pothos roots and whatnot. I managed to catch 3 bristle nose out of it last night, so I put 2 in the big tank and then 1 around in the prawn tank. My biggest one,
That's
Mickham,
awesome.
the 6 foot, or this 5 foot behind me. This
Are
one's
the
just got
prawns?
swordtails and bristle nose and gibbiceps and 3 spotted gudgeons or striped gudgeons. I think the name is the same thing. The 6 foot
How big are
has
your prawns?
big ones, as long as my finger may be, but its arms are extra long, so that gives it an illusion of size. Yeah, the 6 foot tank's got a Raphael catfish, a driftwood catfish, 1 lone male gambusia that I so thought would be eaten by now, and 2 little bristlenose because it's exposed to a lot of sun, so it gets the algae's been growing fiercely. So I thought I'd chuck the bristlenose in there. It's not heated, but it's getting warm enough now that they should be willing to eat lots of algae.
Now, is the gambusia, the mosquito fish? Is it was it brought there by people? Is it invasive?
Yes. Yes, the sensible people back in the 1920s, I think, brought it in to control populations of mosquito larvae, but apparently that's a misnomer. Their name, they don't even eat lots of mosquito larvae.
Oh no!
And they're very
What do they like to eat?
everything else, all the baby native fish,
Yeah.
and they're just aggressive as well. They're very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Even this the male gambusia is probably an inch long, and the driftwood cat's, you know, maybe 5 or 6 inches long, and the male gambusia will follow the driftwood cat and peck at its tail and stuff.
Uh-oh.
But
It's
yeah,
too bad they didn't bring just plain old guppies or endlers.
How you going, Divine? I
Yeah.
hope work's not treating you too bad. Yeah, I miss the Festo too, Mick. They're definitely one of my favourite fish, and I could have quite easily and willingly put another pair of Feste into the massive 6-foot tank, but yeah, where it is, I'm quite restricted. Like, I've had to run a cord along the floor to power it, just to have the lights on, but I don't want to use too much power on it. So I'm just going to, I think I'm just going to fill it with as many plants as I can and just do swordtails and platies in there. I like a big tank with lots of little fish.
Me too. Uh-oh.
Unless I can, if I go and chuck my fish trap in the creek and get some more gudgeons and prawns, I'd definitely be willing to put those in the big tank. Because I loves me some gudgeons and prawns.
That's awesome. I want to
Yeah.
get a bunch of shiners. I got to get a Georgia fishing license and go down for a day and catch them. I want rainbows or Tennessee shiners.
No, I guess realistically, by law, I probably do require a fishing license to do that as well. But, you know,
I can't catch them in my state.
No.
As in, it's illegal.
Yeah, my state has a kill order. So if you take a fish out of the water, you have to kill it.
Yep.
They did that because we've got so many darters, and people want our darters because it's like one of the last places with beautiful darters, and they sell them, you know. So this way, they aren't allowed to take our darters out of the water. They're all in the river or the mountain streams, and each mountain has like a little different type of darter that's just beautiful. But I just want the minnows, you know, I want the rainbow shiners or the Tennessee shiners because they're just so pretty. The Tennessees are all solid red and the rainbows are blue and red. When they fire up, the girls are all just silver.
Prawns are yummy in garlic butter, I bet.
Yeah, those Vieja are very pretty, Mickham. And yes, if you've got a pair of Feste, it's quite risky to put anything else in the tank with them. Prawns are yummy in pretty much anything. Especially big, fat tiger prawns.
Are they freshwater?
What's that? My prawns?
Yeah.
Yeah, my prawns are. Yeah. They're called Australian long arm freshwater prawn. It's in the name. Yeah, I think other people call them long arm shrimp as well.
We caught some when we were down in Florida, and I think they called them Florida shrimp, but they're prawns because they had the arms, but they were real little bitty guys.
Yeah, one of my guys, I've only got the two at the moment, and one of them's only probably body length 1.5 inches. The other one's about 2.5 on the body. That was the one that was buried for about 3 months. Which I don't know whether it laid eggs and they got smashed by the gudgeon in there, or if they just weren't fertilized eggs. But I don't know if they get buried up if they're not fertilized. I doubt they would.
Oh, it's destroying all of my wood, my spider wood and grapevine stuff. Chewing it up.
Oh, Floyd is.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
the
cool.
Florida shrimp.
Their pincers look a lot more fierce than my ones. My ones are tiny little things, but they're on the end of some mighty long arms.
Ours are almost all white.
The only rainbows that I get around here, Mickham, are they just called crimson rainbows? Yeah, I think they're called crimson rainbows, but they're yeah, I don't think they're a very popular one because they can be nasty buggers. But the local Bunnings big hardware store here had crimson spotted rainbows. They had a aquatic plants display, and they had the crimson spotted rainbows in their little trough that they had all their water plants in. Yeah, they're around here, and we also get one of the pseudomoogles, one of the blue eyes, not the honey one, the Pacific blue eye. We get them in the creeks around here as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
had the Pacific blue eyes, but they all jumped out and baby cat ate them all.
Yeah, right. I wonder if that's what mine did, because I caught a bunch in the fish trap one day and had them all in an uncovered bathtub, and it didn't take long and I had none left, so that would make sense if they're jumpers.
Yeah, I bought mine and put them in this real pretty round tank that Bob gave me. It's like a zero rim or whatever that's called, rimless round tank, and they all jumped out. And I didn't realize that baby cat was sitting there all day long for a couple of days. And I didn't realize they were all gone after 2 days, 3 days.
Food delivered straight to mouth.
Yeah, they were probably $20 a piece.
That was the Pacific blue eyes, not the honey blue eyes?
No. If I had the honey blue eyes, I would have just sent them to Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to go about 2.5, 3 hours north of here to catch them.
They're super expensive.
Down.
I bet you'd be paying $50 at least a piece for them.
Over there. Wow.
So they can't get them here anymore.
Not
so
sure
whatever's here is just from the few breeders.
Right.
Yeah, they can't be shipped out of Australia at all. They're on the red list.
That sucks.
So the only way to get them is if you find somebody that has been breeding them for at least 10 years. Because it's been long since they've been able to ship them out of Australia.
It might be like 15 now. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while. I was like really trying to find some, and I found there was a couple people up in Canada, but then it's hard to get stuff shipped from Canada too. So,
Who was the other person we were talking about? I think Huawei said it also hadn't been around lately.
Sky Dancer.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've not seen Sky Dancer for a little while.
I know.
It's been
Yeah,
a few weeks.
I've never had any contact. I don't know how to check.
Craig says it's been close to 15 years since he's seen Sky Dancer.
What?
I think he means the no exporting of the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I was guessing. Because I remember
awesome.
talking about it with Pam like 5 years ago. That's why I know she wants them. so
Yeah.
bad.
I've been wanting them
And I
that
think it
long.
was 10.
And didn't Aquamate get some and make a video taunting you about them or something?
Yeah.
He bred them in his pond or in a tub back in his backyard.
Oh, is Sky Dancer Sean?
No, I think Mickham's also saying, because I was going to say that's another name that
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
for a while.
Sean is Dragon's nephew. And I know he was okay like a month or 6 weeks ago because they went to the Atlanta Repticon and I decided not to go, but Patrick had made me a birdhouse. So he wanted to know if I was coming to bring it. But yeah, Sean took him over to that. So that was 6 weeks or something ago.
G'day, Alec.
Hey, Alec.
What's Melly's? $80 each.
Oh my
on
God,
Dan.
Skipper's here.
Oh, really? Oh. Skipper.
Oh,
G'day,
there's
Skip.
I got to watch Skipper's auction today. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yep.
and Alec.
Yeah, what are these Mellies that Alec's referring to? Melatonia? No, didn't say
Yep.
that right.
Melitania somethings. I'm guessing.
Stephanie had some beautiful plecos she was selling, but I think the starting cost was $250 for a breeding set.
Yeah. That's a good price on them.
It is.
Very good price down here, for depending on what sorts.
I got, I think 4 from her, like a year and a half ago. They're nice fish.
I met her mentor. He was
Her
at the Clash. I'm pretty sure I could
Who's
beat him
her
up
men-
if I needed to.
Who's her mentor?
I don't know. He was like some old guy that weighed about 80 pounds.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. He's a pretty
Talks a
well.
lot.
Yeah, he used to be back in the day. Yeah, he still breeds fish. I'm surprised he went because he's not on social media and stuff. That's pretty cool. I can't think of his name now.
Oh, he had a
nice.
booth. He had like 3 tables worth of different types of fish he was selling, all fancy pants ones.
That's awesome. Yeah.
See ya, Skipper, and hello, June.
Hi, June.
Hey, June.
Lay down, been a long night.
Skip.
Later, Skipper. Hey, June. Linda's ankle is the dog. Still cable. Ooh.
This is for June. Oh my gosh, Pam. That looks amazing.
Is it finished?
Wow.
So good.
Is it finished now, Pam?
No, it's not finished. I still got to do the legs, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Oh, I see now. Yeah.
When you get it done, are you going to bronze it?
I'm
That's
hoping that I
awesome.
get it done and can send it Monday because I'm taking a bunch of stuff to the post office Monday. I got this one I want to
Sure.
get done, and I've got another puppy that I'm doing for my son that I want to get sent to him by Monday. So,
Nice.
and I got a big stack of stuff going out Monday. And I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow night. So, just so you guys know, if anybody can make it, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Honey Blue Eyes. What were y'all just talking about?
Honey Blue Eyes.
Yeah, that's what Alex says. The Mellies, pseudomegral Mellies,
On Dan's.
$80.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I saw that he had gotten some from someplace, but they were really expensive.
Hi, Alec.
You got to really love them for that price, isn't it? But obviously, he's got a contact somewhere, so someone's still out there breeding them.
Or they're smuggling them in.
Yeah. That'll work too.
Probably fit one in your belly button if you had to fly it home.
Oh, I don't know if I could handle that divine. I already got enough tears in my eyes from the small one.
Blow myself up for that puppy sketch. Okay, I'll show it one more time. But it's not done yet, but tomorrow night, hopefully it'll be done when I show it tomorrow night.
What's its name?
I forget. Ask Blackie. It's his.
It's his dog that passed.
I remember, but I forgot its name.
Can't remember. Wow.
You should have named it Whitey. And then
Amazing.
when Blackie would come with his dog, people would say there's black and white.
It's got princess ears. She's got ears like that.
Shaky is his name. Was his name.
Shaky.
Oh, shaky.
Hey, Vinovsky.
Very nice, Pam.
Because when
Vinovsky.
he was a puppy, that's what he did. He just shook. He was always shaking. So they named him Shaky.
Yep, everybody better show up tomorrow night. I got the stream all set up for tomorrow night. I forget what I named it. But it is set up.
Did you name it TMI?
I think I did, yeah. Actually.
The last stream you had, Sam suggested that.
Yep.
Oh,
So
okay.
tomorrow night, the same time, it's TMI with Pam and a small art auction. And let Sarah know if she wants to have you sell anything, Blackie.
Will do.
We're doing it tomorrow night, same time, same place, 9 p.m. Mountain Time.
11 Eastern, Ed.
G'day, Mike B.
I might be.
Yeah. Are you at the Divine? Are you at the back end of your massively long shift? I know the other day you were saying you had a 142-hour shift or something.
But yeah, I'm hoping that that's one of the drawings I want to make sure that I get sent out Monday. So I should have it finished to show you by tomorrow night. I'm hoping, Blackie.
Cool.
Super cool. I forgot to delete that whole thing.
But I'm thinking I might end this stream tonight because I imagine Ed probably needs relief from his back about now. It's been 2 hours.
I'm
And
getting
I
pretty
don't want to
sore.
use
I'm
up all of
sorry.
my time because I got to, I want to do a stream tomorrow night. So I'm going to tell everybody that we will see you tomorrow night. And thank you for coming in. And thank you, Ed. And thank you, Bob. And thank you, Blackie. And if you feel up to doing some art, Ed, show up tomorrow night.
Can
Sounds
I do
good.
a shameless plug? Tennessee Fish
Yes.
Market.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep. Pam and Ed and I are on that. Also tomorrow evening. Possibly.
I'm not going to harvest fish tomorrow, so hopefully my
Tomorrow.
back will have a day of rest.
Good. I think we have a guest, but I can't remember.
Hang on. Ed,
What-
will that be your back Sabbath? Hey.
Nice.
Sorry about that one, everyone.
Okay, guys. Good night. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. And thank you, Kat and Grasshopper, for modding. And I don't know if anybody else is coming up next. Do you know if anybody else is up next?
I don't know. I'm going to TikTok as quick as you throw us out.
I'm going to make
I made
something.
a TikTok today.
I just realized like halfway through
Awesome.
the stream that I haven't eaten anything yet tonight. So I need to make something for dinner.
That's what I'm doing now is eating my dinner.
Like, subscribe, and tell your grandma.
Yep. And we will see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
This is for Jim.